Esperanza Vence. Welcome to Esperanza Vence, where hope wins. I wanted to show you these gorgeous earrings. I actually won these in a raffle at my neighbor's house recently, and it came with this really cute note. Enjoy, thanks for your order. And she also included this really great fun pack. Let's see what's in here. Let's see, oh cute! I got a little ducky, which is great because she knows I drive a Jeep. A little bumblebee and a gummy bear. Look at that, yay! So, yeah, my neighbors literally have a bar in their garage, and their daughter did a bar raffle at Sunday supper, and I won. Well, it's nice to see you. Speaking of winning and feeling good and optimistic, this is going to be the Sagittarius Full Moon reading, and we do a 10-card Celtic Cross to tune into the energies of the new and full moon. And here we go, we're tuning into the Sagittarius full moon. It's coming through on the 10th or 11th of June, depending, because Central Standard Time, it's going to come through for me about, I want to say, in the wee hours of the morning on the 11th. So right around the 10th, 11th, you're going to start to feel these energies coming through hot and heavy. And I feel like this Sagittarius full moon is celebratory. Maybe it's just because it's my birthday, like 2 days beforehand. And Jupiter will have just ingressed into the sign of Cancer. And, you know, there's a lot of tension in the sky, but there's also a lot of protection. So, astrologically speaking, it's all systems go. You know, a lot of the planets are in forward motion right now, and we're able to actually take those seeds that we planted during the Gemini new moon 2 weeks ago and start to see some of the sprouts coming up from our efforts. You know, with Mars going retrograde and between the signs of Cancer and Leo for like the good part of last year and into this year, it's kind of been like stop, start, and it still is stop, start. But right now, I think we can enjoy this full moon for what it is and maybe celebrate and party a little bit. I'm going to be having a karaoke birthday party. What are you going to do for the full moon in Sagittarius? How are you going to celebrate? And how are you going to just stay optimistic and enjoy life? I mean, there's enough going on out there, you know, in reality, without the rest of us having a bummer of a time all the time. You know, getting into our heads can be one of those things that Gemini season, it's like your thoughts and your communications can be on overdrive. Sometimes it's good to lean into that opposite energy, the energy on the opposite side of the chart, which would be Sagittarius energy, which is more hopeful, optimistic, not as concerned with boundaries or logic or reasoning, and more concerned about just like lighting the candles and enjoying our time here in this skin and bones. All right? Also, aiming high. You know, Sagittarius is the archer. But the archer that doesn't necessarily shoot for a target, they shoot for the stars. All right? Sagittarius full moon. Sagittarius full moon. Sagittarius full moon. All right, cool. Here we go. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. I really love this selenite. Selenite is my friend. This is us, our challenge, near past, near future, conscious awareness, subconscious awareness. How do we see ourselves? How do other people see us, or like maybe what's in our environment right now? What are our hopes and fears? And what is the likely outcome if we just keep doing what we're doing and put one foot in front of the next? This is what the cards are sort of talking to us about right now. So it's all just like a conversation. It's definite. Keep our selenite with us a little bit, right? I just like it. Who are we? Full moon in Sagittarius. 3 of Cups reversed. Speaking of having all the fun. 9 of Cups is our challenge. Near past, the Hermit. Near future, King of Cups, our conscious awareness. Oops. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Subconscious awareness. 9 of Pentacles reversed. How do we see ourselves? Knight of Pentacles reversed. What's in our environment? King of Swords. What are our hopes and fears? 9 of Swords. And the likely outcome? King of Pentacles reversed. So coming through with that earth energy, for sure. The only major that we have here is the Hermit. So it looks like we're dealing with a lot of just sort of day-to-day energies and people. So small steps make big progress. You know, this isn't like a full moon to where we're going to have to make significant life changes necessarily. That probably happened in the near past with the Hermit. The Hermit is 9 energy. 9 energy is solitary energy, but it's also energy of being okay, being independent. The Hermit is, you know, when you're kind of on your own, studying your craft and maybe reading the books and gaining the enlightenment that you need on your own time so that you're ready to come down into earth. Like in the near past, for example, I was having a lot of hermit time because a really good friend of mine passed away in the fall, and my dog just recently passed away like in February. And so I was spending a lot of time doing this. I was spending a lot of time by myself. I was spending a lot of time studying my own craft on my own time. But now I'm out here, you know, now since this was in the near past, now I'm here in present tense out in reality, you know, ready to give in-person readings, whereas in the near past, I just sort of wanted to be on my own, in my own solitary time. This can also mean that sometimes we're in the mood to be single. We might not be in the mood to be dating. We might not be in the mood to do group classes. We might want to study on our own. Okay, so this is that hermit energy, and it's energy that's like not youthful. It's definitely earned. This is not like an overnight enlightenment. This is not like pay $2.99 and, you know, Baba Ganush is gonna tell you, you know, to blow your mind. No, this is coming from years and years and years of training and study. Okay? Current events here, us currently, 3 of Cups reversed. This is the topic of our reading, 3 of Cups reversed. So we've had 3 of Cups reversed in our readings before, lately, within this past month. And a lot of times when the 3 of Cups reversed shows up, it just means that we're gonna reel it in, actually. From this would be Sagittarius energy coming through full force, clean and clear, out there in our environment. There's no question about it. It's time to have a good time. It's time to raise a glass and be with our homies. We already got our work done. We already grew our pumpkins. We already had a really good harvest. And now it's time for us to celebrate. But here with the 3 of Cups reversed, we might not have time to actually celebrate fully as we want to. We might have to like be able to celebrate, but like for me, for example, like I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday. I'm going to have the karaoke birthday party, but I'm not drinking alcohol, you know. So this could be an indication of us sort of reeling it in on our personal habits that maybe we want to work on over the summer for the next 3 months. With the 9 of Cups as our challenge, this is that feel-good energy of being so into our vibes that we keep attracting more vibes. 9 of Cups as a challenge is hardly a challenge. It's just more of like the be careful what you wish for, because you're probably going to get it. And sometimes when those cups start rolling in, it can be a little bit overwhelming. In the near future, we have the King of Cups. Gotta love him coming in. He is a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces person that is just really in tune with their own emotions, and they're also able to sail the seas You know, even if the seas are a little bit chaotic, he's staying calm and cool and collected. He's the type of dad figure or comforting figure. It doesn't have to be a male, but it can be somebody that just has really calming energy, that you know that you can go to them emotionally and that they can support you. So we love to see him coming in the near future in our reading. This could be somebody we could lean on as a mentor, as a friend, as a partner. The King of Cups is a great partner. Seven of Pentacles reversed in our conscious awareness just means that here we have to be patient. Here we have to wait for the seeds to grow. Here we're kind of waiting to see if we bought the right seeds from Johnny's, if our cucumbers are going to have mildew, powdery mildew this year. You know, we're just kind of waiting for things to grow and waiting for things to become apparent and become ripe. But now, with this being the full moon, things have come to their culmination or to their ripeness. Things have come to their apex of illumination. So here, with the Seven of Pentacles reversed in our conscious awareness, we might not have to wait anymore. Like, we might see what fruit has come of the seeds that we planted 2 weeks ago at the Gemini new moon. And we might not have to be patient. Things might start to roll along quite nicely. In terms of earthly reality too, being a Pentacles card, right? We have a lot of Pentacles in this reading, so it's just practical earth energy. Like, how are we acting in step-by-step ways to get ourselves situated in actual reality? Boy, my arm looked really skinny right there. You know, I've been really trying to gain some weight and I just want to prove to you I have muscles, man. I've been trying to gain some weight and try to, because like I said, I was like totally depressed over this winter and I just wasn't eating the way I should and exercising the way I should. So now it's time for me to reel it in, you know, and start getting that manifestation going, but hopefully not too much that it gets out from under me, right? With the Nine of Pentacles reversed in our subconscious energy, this person, just like the Hermit, is okay being on their own and being independent, but with this in the reverse, this is an ask for us to start buddying up, to start partnering up, to start coming out of the cave, and to start making more collaborations, basically. Here, this person is doing just fine on their own. They have enough pentacles to share with the community. They have enough pentacles for themselves. They have enough pentacles for an expensive hobby. Sorry, the like camera is backwards, so it takes me a while to get used to like how to touch the cards. I'm so used to touching the cards like a certain way because I've been doing this for literally 30 years. I've been touching the cards the same ways, and it's just funny. I gotta switch my mind this Gemini season. But anyway, she's, you know, wealthy enough and okay enough and healthy enough to take care of herself, even if she does have other people in her life. But here, with this in the reverse, you know, we might not be able to go alone. We might need other investors. We might need other people to help us at home or help us in our garden. How do we see ourselves? Knight of Pentacles reversed. So again, with this Knight of Pentacles reversed energy, for us, yeah, we might need more support. When I see cards in reverse, you know what that means? That means I have to do more work. So I have to do more work to till the ground and make sure that the pentacle that I'm considering is going to be planted in a way that it can bear good fruit. So if this is the card that indicates how I feel about myself, then right now at this Sagittarius full moon, I might really be reconsidering some of the ways that I've planted my seeds and how are they bearing fruit. And if they aren't bearing fruit, how am I going to reinvest that seed so that next season it will? King of Swords in our environment, or how do other people see us? This is clarity. This is someone who has a lot of intellectual power, clarity, openness. They're able to cut through BS really quick with that sword. They're up in the air. You see them up in the clouds, and with that butterfly symbolism, I in fact saw the first butterfly of the season yesterday twice when I was sitting out back. So Definitely a symbol of transformation, of metamorphosis, of pollination. You know, Gemini energy is able to go here and there and leave a little bit of happiness and sprinkle or maybe mischief wherever they go. And the King of Swords is the King of Swords isn't always necessarily that concerned with the way that their words hit your heart. They just want to be sure that they're telling the truth and that they're bringing clarity. So the King of Swords can sometimes be like, they might just come in and say it without being that soft about it, but they mean well. Nine of Swords in our hopes and fears position just means that like we might be bracing ourselves for a certain level of worry or insomnia. Even Nine of Swords is a card of just not being able to sleep very well, not being able to lay our worries down so that we can relax and have a Four of Swords moment. Nine of Swords is definitely like letting the information get the better of us so that our mind starts to go a little bit and it might be hard to stop. So we might really want to lean into like the earth energy of this reading and just try to really just take 3 deep breaths. It doesn't have to be like a whole meditative process all the time, but sometimes just grounding and just tuning in for a second and just Three breaths. How long did that take? You can look at the time stamp or whatever, but you know, it's just enough to kind of bring us down and let some of these swords chill out, because they're gonna be there. The swords are gonna be there. Like, we need to be able to chill regardless. And with the King of Pentacles reversed in the near future, if we just keep doing what we're doing, well, we already see ourselves as Knight of Pentacles reversed. So we're already reconsidering where we're investing our time, where we're investing our resources, where we're investing our like literal physical selves. And with the King of Pentacles reversed, if we keep doing things the way that we're doing, you know, we definitely want to make sure, because King of Pentacles upright is somebody who can really take care of their resources to the level that they can take care of others too. They've put in the hard work. These grapevines don't grow themselves, you know, that takes a lot of effort, that takes a lot of patience. It takes, actually, speaking of 7, it takes about 7 years for those grapevines to be viable enough to make good wine. So with the King of Pentacles upright, we have a person who is on top of their game, on top of their kingdom, and they're able to build. But with the King of Pentacles reversed, I mean, maybe this person has worked really hard and their investments aren't, you know, so we definitely are reconsidering, you know, how we put forth our efforts, our resources, meaning our money, our time, our energy, our health, our actual sovereign life force energy. That is all represented by pentacles and to some degree wands. So we don't have any wands in our reading. This reading is very practical. It's very much highlighting like what are we doing in real time. And this Sagittarius moon might highlight, you know, what are the ways in which we're remaining optimistic and still showing up in our daily reality and making sure that we have some stability for ourselves, not just now, but well into the future. Thank you so much. If you want your individual reading, you could come over here to Well House 1900. I take in-person readings here, and I do virtual readings all the time. And virtual readings are lovely, actually. People sometimes ask, like, don't I need to be in person? And there are clients that really like that personal interaction. They feel like they want to share air. But we are sharing air. Even if we're not in the same room, we're all sharing air. And we're all tuning into, in my opinion, some level of infinite intelligence, and we're working with your intuition when we have these readings. So for me, you know, I explained it to a client last week. It's like, I love cooking in my own kitchen. You know what I mean? I love giving readings virtual because I'm home, I'm in my element, I have my little setup, I have my, you know, little bouquet of the day. I go in the yard and I make my little bouquet, and I just like, I set the tone differently than I can when I'm like out in public here in a space where I can meet you. So I guess I can still work. It's just different, but it's no less to get a virtual reading. Like, virtual readings still hit like really, really good. And you know, maybe some of my clients will leave a comment down below if you've ever had a virtual reading. All right, I love you. Have a really good day and full moon in Sagittarius, and I'll see you for the new moon in Cancer coming up at the end of the month. Bye now.